Alright, so if you look in the top center frame, there's a barrel cactus. You look 5 yards right, there's a dead ocotillo. Just underneath that ocotillo is a Coues doe. Now you come down the hill 40 yards, there's a dark mesquite tree with like a squiggly or a lightning bolt branch off to the left. Look 5 to 10 yards to the right, and there's a cat sitting on that hill. Alright, Tuesday morning, we came into a spot that we've never really been to, but we've been around this area, and first thing I glassed up was a cat sitting on a hill or on a rock, and about 30 yards above it was a doe. So we've been watching that cat stalk this doe at about 1,100 yards. Well, the deer spooked. The cat's sitting on a rock, and I got Jamie spotting, and I'm going to try to get closer so we can get Jamie in for the shot. We actually think there's 2 cats, so we'll see what happens, but he's sitting up here on the ledge, all nice and perched real pretty. Well, regardless of how that little lion encounter turned out, we saw 3 cats. I've never seen cats like that together. I mean, I've seen videos of them, I know they do that. Probably a family of cats, honestly. We got to 8:50, actually 8:30, and then they started walking off. Jamie was trying to get settled in the gun, and I was trying to make noise to get him to stop, and then remembered in my zipper pouch right here on my marsupial pack, I had an alcohol. So I started blowing the alcohol like an animal in distress, and they stopped, they sat, they perched for a minute. We tried to get Jamie readjusted in the gun. He still couldn't find him, so we kept trying and trying. Couldn't get him there. Then the cats got up. I called at him again, and they got up under a mesquite tree. Still couldn't get Jamie on him. He just was having a hard time figuring out which tree they were under, I think. And then, so we switched. I got in the gun. As soon as I had one in the crosshairs, it got skyline. And then I was getting settled on it. Well, it wasn't quite skyline. It was about to be skyline. I wanted to shoot before it got there. I got in the gun. I settled in on it, and it walked just over started walking over the hill. So we're going to go around the hill and see if we can relocate these things, because that sounds like more fun than chasing deer for the morning. Alright, I'm not going to lie. I was a little doubtful that we would pick these things back up, but we went around the mountain. Well, we drove like a mile back up the road. We get a different look on this mountain, and I think in about 30 seconds I picked up all 3 cats again. So now we're going to try to get in. They're just sitting perched, kind of watching around the valley. So my fat ass is already out of breath, but we're going to see if we can get in close. We both have a tag, so maybe we'll see if we can get real greedy and double up. But I can't film anymore because I'm too fat and out of breath. Shoot when you're ready. Shoot when you're ready. Nowhere close, dude.
What?
Nowhere close.
Where did it hit?
I don't know. I didn't see any any rocks or anything.
What the
Look
fuck?
in there and see if a cat's still alive, the one you're looking at.
No, I saw it jump up and run off.
You did?
Yeah, like I shot and it jumped straight up and went up left.
Then we're looking at two different cats. Let me shoot this one. Alright, I just want to jump on here real quick and explain what was going on with the mountain lions. Earlier in the video you saw all three cats, and then most recently you saw one bedded. That was the one Jamie took a shot at. So I had the camera kind of set up, angled towards the one Jamie shot at. I jumped out of the camera, got in some binos. Well, I was looking this way, so it kind of crossed. Then there was another cat down the hill a little further. So you saw Jamie shot, cat jumps up, takes off, and I was able to get in the gun, shoot at the second one. Unfortunately, I shot low as well. Later that night, Jamie was looking at his ballistic stuff and looking at where we had the gun set for 501 yards, and he didn't quite have the turret set right, so resulted in both of us shooting low. Maybe that's an excuse, I don't know. That's what really happened, but we'll call it an excuse. That's cool. Anyways, that happened. We went up, we did look for blood, didn't find any blood. We actually ended up seeing the lions go back up over the hill. They all looked fine, so we pressed on. Now, where you see the bullet hit in the video, kind of just low of the cat's belly, inner leg area, you would guess that there was shrapnel in the cat. Well, there was. About 2 months later, so this was early January of 24 now, we're on an archery hunt, and I've got another hunter named Ryan. Glasses up a mountain lion. Ryan stalks in with his bow and shoots that mountain lion. And as we skinned it out, there was lead shrapnel and a polymer tip from a Hornady ELDX inside the cat's leg, or inside the inner thigh of that mountain lion, just barely inside the fur, between the fur and the meat. So we ended up digging out a bunch of lead and that little red polymer tip. It was absolutely wild, but here's that video. So Ryan, right here by the truck, shot a lion with his bow. Caleb and I came driving around to help track it. We met up with John and Ryan about 500 yards back. We've been tracking blood. We parked right here. The blood trail brought us. Ryan, bring a light over here, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come in this way quick.
Right to there.
I'm gonna come in this way and pull them out. You wanna do a picture of that first or anything? I'll pull them out and get one.
This is the wildest thing. Is that your first lion?
You want help? I got him. Yeah, he's going. I'm gonna try. You dude, no way. No way. Is your arrow gone? Yeah, where'd I get him?
Got him right in the fucking,
Yeah,
dude, right in the face. Face fucking shot.
So
Oh,
the face shot was not intentional. Ryan was, he glassed this he glassed this cat up, and then he was working down in the area,
You got a huge slice out his neck.
and then the cat was stalking Ryan, and he turned, and all of a sudden the cat started coming at Ryan, and he drew back and shot it in the face.
Dude, look at this thing.
fucking
I
crazy.
cannot believe we just glassed that thing up and then
Yeah.
shot it in like a matter
Well
of
done,
30
man.
minutes.
So you just bumped up and you set up the call?
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for calling
saw it, we glassed it up. I'm like, and I called him, like, I see it, and like, wait for the rifleman tomorrow. And he's like, can you get a shot? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna run down there. So I sprint down, set up that call on the fawn duress. Those does ran, the doe and a fawn, they huffed, and I think she heard it, and she ran in the other way. And I was looking at the doe, and I turned back, and then she's already like crouching, looking at the call, and moving towards it. So then I went to draw quick, so I thought she'd take off. And as soon as I draw, she started just turning towards me and then doing that to me. So I shot her in the, I was trying to shoot her in the head. Because it just saw me, like, I was crouched down and I was like turned like this to shoot. Yeah, I was like, if I didn't shoot it, I think she just assumed that
She
the
would've
sun
gotten
was
you.
up behind me, that I was the fawn.
I wonder if she would have went all the way and tried to get you, if she would have turned at the last minute.
I don't know. I'm glad that it worked out this way, though, not
Dude,
that way. That was
bad ass.
That's so
This
awesome.
right here makes the whole fucking hunt. I don't care what
Yep.
happens.
crazy.
This makes the hunt.
Congratulations, dude.
So awesome, dude.
Today is the last day, and we have had a hell of a week. We've done a ton of walking, a ton of glassing, but yep, today's the last day. Looking for a little last day magic. Jamie still has his tag. We've kind of struggled the last 2 days to pick up bucks. Well, I can't say last 2 days. Yesterday was a very uneventful day. We did find a buck. We were just kind of cruising down the road, going to check out some new hills, and on the hillside of one of the hills we wanted to go look at, as we're going, I just spot a buck standing in the sunlight. We weren't able to really get on him, and he kind of worked around the hill, so now we have a plan to go get after him. And then with some intel from Will, I think we have a good plan, an opportunity to get a hold of him. And Will said he saw a few other bucks in these hills before, or last week. This hill was a pain in the ass, actually. I didn't expect it to be that big. Took us 45 minutes to get up it. Super thick with cholla and a lot of boulders. But anyways, wasn't able to turn up that buck so far this morning. I did just turn up another one. I guess similar size, probably a little smaller than what I saw last night. But right now we're at 1,400 yards. Jamie just went to grab the packs. I'm gonna kind of bomb down the hill, get a little closer, relocate him, and then have Jamie catch up with me. He's broadside. Yep, go for it. Doesn't get any better. Headshot. Load another one.
You think that was a headshot?
Oh, I know it was a headshot.
Oh, fuck, there goes the rack.
Oh no, don't worry about that. Rack is fine.
I've never shot in such a fucked up position.
That is a pretty rough position.
Well, because I could hook my hip on this rock, which helped. My foot's here, but I'm on my toe, so my ankle started twitching.
And you're nervous as hell. You've been nervous for the last 2 hours. I spotted this thing at 7:30 and you've been shaking ever since. And the time is now, what time is it?
It's dead deer time. It's 10:15.
10:15. Okay. Well, we got one down. Way up on top of that. Jamie says these hills are for the birds and for the Coues deer.
Yep.
So I think he's, you gonna become a mule deer hunter?
Most likely.
Pussy.
I'll do it again. Oh, fuck. Totally worth it. It's a fucking neck shot. I spined it, didn't I?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it, so.
He's got a broken one.
Looks like it broke when all this happened.
Huh?
It broke when all this happened.
Think?
Yeah, it's a fresh break.
Yeah. Exit wounds right here.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First Coues deer in the books.
Yep. A lot of work. Worth it.
All right. What do you think? How was your first real pack out?
That sucked.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yep. Those other two we did this week were weak.
Yeah. This was not for the faint of heart.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Right now you're like, hell no, it wasn't.
No.
But when we get back to camp and we drink beers, you'll say it was worth it. Got it done. So it was awesome. It was a great week. 3 bucks this week, 2 first-time hunters. So it was really cool for both of them to get deer. And I think that's about it. That's about all I got.